Hello and welcome everyone to the final episode of Tentacle Tales of Terror. I'm your host Kite on this January 28th of 2025 of Kite 562 Books and Manga Reviews with the final episode of Tentacle Tales of Terror. Now, I think I started this series in late 2023, early 2024. I really don't remember, but it's been an absolute blast doing this series with you all. So thank you all who have listened to my journey through H.P. Lovecraft for the first time. I really do appreciate it, each and every one of you, so be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel. So let's get on with the final episode of Tentacle Tales of Terror, episode 68, The Haunter of the Dark, for this January 28th of 2025. So let's get on with the plot. A writer named Robert Blake, who is a writer, moves into Providence, Rhode Island, and becomes curious about an old church outside of the city. However, when does the curiosity of this mysterious place soon become an obsession? That's the question here, so read the story to find out. And so for my general thoughts, since if I were to go into details about this story, I'll be going into spoilers, so I say definitely give it a read, and I'll leave a link to the book that I cite from on the top right of this audio recording review. So for my thoughts, this story is, well, all documented from Robert's perspective, within diary entries of his. While investigating an old church that seems to have been abandoned, along with the discovery of a man named Edwin M. Lillybridge, who seems to have been a practitioner of the occult. He first discovered this old place years before Robert did, it seems. Or were these just illusions made by the Necronomicon to keep Robert from discovering the truth of this mysterious place? Was the church itself haunted or sentient in some way? For example, the Marsden House from Stephen King's Salem's Lot, or the Spencer Mansion from the first Resident Evil game, and you can even include the 2002 remake, which are highly great, and I highly recommend you play them if you have any of the consoles or a good PC. And so that's my question here. I have more questions than answers for this final story. So what's your interpretation of the Haunter in the Dark? Do you think this Edwin Lillybridge could be the ghost haunting the castle, or what? Could it just be Robert's imagination? Who knows? Let me know down in the comments below. And so for my final thoughts, I really had to take my time with this one. It got really confusing when Edwin and Lillybridge was introduced in this story. But the uneasy feeling that Lillybridge's ghost could be haunting the church, waiting to draw people to madness with this eerie church's presence. With this being the final episode, I really enjoyed my first time reading Lovecraft. With how some stories are open for interpretation by the reader, or the story is written to just invoke a feeling of emotion from the reader, Lovecraft really grew on me as a writer, and I'm definitely going to revisit this tome of stories some years later. Maybe not when I'm old and gray, but you get the idea. This story, however, really reminded me of the Alfred Hitchcock film Rear Window. I wonder if Alfred Hitchcock drew inspiration from this tale by Lovecraft. So that's it for my series of Tentacle Tales of Terror. Again, thank you all for watching this, and thank you all who have followed me throughout this journey. So this is Kite 562 signing out, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. Later.